What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the tavern. I'm Spencer,
And I'm Eli.
and this is Bardic Blunders. The Game Awards episode, because
Part one.
we're just talking about the Game Awards, because everything came out.
And then we'll probably have another one when the after the Game Awards have gone over.
Right. Okay. Oh.
I don't know if I do not know if we will. I know we tried to do it last year and it didn't go over so well, but oh lordy. I don't think I will be available to be stream along with
Oh,
the
yeah,
Game
no,
Awards.
I gotcha. If it's on the 12th. I mean, I'll probably be off that day, but
I will be in a hospital.
yeah. Yeah, gotcha. Um, so,
Or I'll be at a morgue. One of the two.
optimistic, I see.
Listen, man, I'm becoming Batman one way or another.
Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. Actually, yeah, you know what? Sign in with my Twitch. I don't remember my Twitch password. Uh-oh. Oh.
Game Award nominees. Yeah. Okay, see y'all. I have them pulled up, so.
Well, okay. Yeah, I was going to sign in so my vote's actually counted, but,
What's a notable snub?
notable snubs from any awards. Are you good?
I still don't know what that is.
You don't know what a snub is?
No.
When somebody or something who should be given an opportunity at an award is not given that opportunity. Imagine if you put Hacksaw Ridge next to the Borderlands movie, and the Borderlands movie won the award. You'd be saying it was a snub because the Borderlands movie shouldn't have won the award over Hacksaw Ridge. I'm baffled that you've never heard that term before. That is shocking.
Is it really that shocking? Where do I vote on this damn thing?
Okay, cool. What's up,
Hey,
Ghetto?
Ghetto.
How you doing? Long time no see. All right. I just wanted to
How
make
do I
sure it wasn't
vote?
going to display my name on screen if I logged in with the wrong account. So, here we
How
go.
do I vote? How do I vote?
It literally pops up and says Game of the Year and has the game's pictures and vote underneath it.
Game of the year. Give me a second. I'm catching up to you.
Oh my gosh, what are you freaking moron? Completely technologically illiterate. Goodness.
Okay, the Game Awards. The Game Awards.
Who would have guessed that you vote on the Game Awards website?
It's not pulling up. .com.
You can cast your freaking votes later. Yes,
I'm
Elden Ring DLC is a candidate. Not many people thought it would be, but it indeed is. Which, I gotta say, since I did not play any of these other games, is gonna get my vote. But
Okay, so wait, where are we starting at? Are we
Game of the
starting with
year.
the game of the year?
Yes. Good grief. Game
There's
of the year.
29 votes for us to cast.
Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. There is a number of these games that I think I would like Black Myth Wukong, Astrobot, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Probably Final Fantasy as well.
I
don't really
really
know what
think you should
Balatro
go
is.
through. I really think you should stream going through the Final Fantasies. I think you would really enjoy them.
See, on one hand, I would agree with you. On the other hand, that's a lot of time.
I understand. It's a lot of time.
I will be casting my vote for Elden Ring. Next category. Best
I didn't play
game
any of these.
direction. It's the exact same games. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. I'm going to give that to Astrobot. Even though I didn't play it, I did watch some people play it, and gosh, that game looked it looked amazing, and it was so different, unique. Like I love Elden Ring. I love the Soul series. Don't get me wrong, but that crushed it. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. I'm actually going to vote for Like a Dragon.
What is Metaphoria?
Metaphor ReFantazio is the Persona. It's a disservice to call it this, but it's like Persona. It's a JRPG.
Okay.
I personally, game of the year is tough because of the ones they nominated.
I don't think I played any games that came out this year.
I was gonna say I played Pal World that came out this year.
Oh yeah, we did play that.
What's up, Pizza Pie?
That piece
Which
of
I'm
shit.
surprised it didn't get any nominations.
Probably because they're getting sued.
That's what most people were saying was they're getting sued, so they don't want to. But I don't remember the first day we met, Pizza Pie.
Was it 1 year ago?
You've been around for a while. Was it 1 year? Next category: Best Art Direction.
I'm voting
Astrobot,
Neva.
Black Myth, Elden Ring, Metaphor, Neva. I've got to go. I think I've got to agree. It was a Pokemon Nuzlocke. Okay.
Neva was just such a pretty game, and it's one of those things that's like I didn't play a lot of games this year, other than with you.
Well, see, that's the thing. I played plenty of games, but it was like Fallout New Vegas and Pokemon Emerald and Stalker. Games from
Forever
10 plus
ago.
years ago. Best score and music. I really can't. I've heard a lot of people say Stellar Blade had a phenomenal soundtrack, so I'm just going to go with that.
Final Fantasy always has a good soundtrack, so I'm voting them.
Best audio design. If Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is anything like Hellblade 1 Senua's Sacrifice, that. It has fantastic. Best performance. I'm going to go with Elena Jurgens for Hellblade 2.
Jurgens.
Innovation and accessibility. Who cares?
How?
What? Well, okay. I might care if they actually told me what the innovation was. I'm gonna vote Prince of Persia because that's the only good game on this list. Oh, roasted. Okay. Games for Impact.
Never.
I have to vote Neva again. I don't know any of the other ones. I mean, I know Sunua's Sacrifice, but best ongoing.
Fork a knife.
Gosh, all of these suck. I'm gonna go Diablo 4 simply because I can't. Why is Destiny 2 here? I think we said the same thing last year.
Last year?
I no joke. I think we said word for word the same exact thing. Why is Destiny 2 here? I can't pick Helldivers though because of the PlayStation fiasco. I can't bring myself to do it. Best community support. No Man's Sky, hands down. No Man's Sky. That man is beating people with free updates. It's so funny that people are like, no, stop. It's enough. We don't have to keep updating the game. And he's like, I'm not done. I have more. I would love to sit down and play. Man. What a freaking comeback. It's
Hey,
incredible.
Group.
What's up, Group?
I am a slut.
Yeah, he's a slut. I'm a man of God. I'm pure.
That's why we get along so well.
Best indie game. Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, UFO 50.
Never.
I'm gonna go with Animal Well.
What is Animal Well about?
I don't know too much about it, but
there's a kangaroo.
Definitely, oh my gosh, don't say that, Group. Definitely, it was the only one of those that I was like, I'm actually interested in. It's on my Steam wishlist. Best debut indie game. That's gonna either be Manor Lords or Animal Well for me.
I'm gonna vote Animal Well. Manor Lords was, I owned the game. I just couldn't. It was one of those things where it's like it gives you no instructions on how to play. Which I don't mind for an RTS. It's like figure it out on your own, but at the same time, it's kind of like I don't want to play that much to learn so much to then go play another game.
Sure. Best mobile game, it's Balatro. The fact that it, as a mobile game, is in the Game of the Year conversation, that's bonkers. Best VR AR, I can't speak to this. The original Arizona Sunshine was cool, so I'll vote for that.
Action, Stellar. Oh, no, for Warhammer.
Yeah. Action adventure. I'm gonna vote Astrobot.
There. Is Star Wars Outlaws even worth playing?
No, it's terrible. It's Ubisoft slop. Ubisoft puts out the same game every year and expects people to accept each one with praise.
Well, they had a good run is the thing.
Yeah, but they suck now. So it's like best RPG, Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, Like a Dragon, Metaphor. I'm going Elden Ring, of course.
Yeah.
Once again, only one I've played. Best fighting game. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue, Fantasy Versus Rising, Marvel vs.
You can play the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah, it's multiverses.
I don't know what that means.
Multiverses is the Warner Brothers fighting game. Where you play as, like, Bugs Bunny and Batman and Shaggy.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. I'll just pick a random one and move on.
I think a lot of people said Tekken 8 was really good. Whereas Smash Bros? Smash Bros didn't come out this year. This is best fighting game of the year. But yeah, we're voting for Game of the Year, Ian. Well, the Game Awards, rather, I should say. Best
Yeah.
Family Game. I
Jamboree.
feel like it should go to Jamboree. I think Astrobot's probably the better game. But yeah, it's gotta go to Jamboree. Best Sim Strategy. I have to pick Unicorn Overlord simply because of the name.
Baldur's Gate 3 came out last year. It swept the series.
I was gonna
It
say
swept the Game
Baldur's Gate already
Awards.
won all of its awards last year.
It might win another one this year.
Racing. I'm gonna go with 2K, WWE, just because it's funny.
Bum, 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 bum.
How College Football 25 did not get a nomination is beyond me.
Best multiplayer. Jamboree or Space Marine?
I'm gonna go Jamboree. Is WoW worth it?
We're not the guys to talk about.
Say we're not the
WoW.
MMO guys. You gotta ask Alex about that. Best adaptation, Fallout.
You're not gonna go with Knuckles?
No,
Okay.
I like Fallout more than I like Sonic. And I know most people are putting Arcane. I haven't watched Arcane yet.
I haven't seen the second season.
This is just the Grand Theft Auto 6 award. I don't know why they even had this as a category.
I'm gonna vote for Ghost of Yote.
Content Creator of the Year. It's Queso.
Okay, so dude,
Don't vote for
no,
the VTuber. Do not vote for the VTuber.
Hold on.
Can I text him
on.
about the question? No. It's his birthday.
on.
I'm going to leave him alone.
Hold on. Before we go any further, I want to point out, look at Queso's photo compared to everyone else's.
I already moved past it.
You can hit previous.
Yeah. In front of a Waffle House?
Wait, is it? He looks so disheveled compared to everyone else trying to like look nice as an anime girl.
Alright, I will, Ian. Best esports game. I hate this, but I have to vote League. It's the only one I've ever played. Next category. Best esports athlete. It's Faker.
Faker.
Once again, why do they still have this award? Just give Faker an award every single year. What, best esports team? It's T1 because they have Faker. Like, are you kidding me? Player's voice. 3 rounds, 3 chances to vote. What? Oh.
What's this?
I have no idea. Oh, I think it's the player's choice, like, game.
I don't care.
So, round 1 opens December 2nd, then December 5th, and December 9th. Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's all our votes for Game of the Year.
We actually kind of went for the same votes this year, unlike last year.
Right. Did I stream
I have-
Skyrim? I did not.
I have.
But there was some controversy about the Game Awards.
Oh.
So there's a couple of things. One of the ones is the Shadow of the Erdtree making it into the Game of the Year nomination because it's a DLC, and a lot of people are saying that it shouldn't be it shouldn't qualify for this category because it's not its own game. It's just a DLC. Which to argue that It is a DLC that is the size of most other games. That would be my counterpoint. I fully understand why people don't want it in the running, because that means Elden Ring could technically win Game of the Year twice. I get that. I can understand that. And were there some other fantastic games this year? Yes. But also in consideration is the fact that Black Myth Wukong is the lowest rated Game of the Year candidate since 2021. It is an 81. It is rated at an 81 on most places. Like, that's the average score. So it is very low, and it is I think the first time since 2021 that a game has been under a 90 average score across Metacritic and, you know, all the game journalist things that rate video games, IGN, all that crap. So this is an interesting year to say the least. Some of the other issues were... Oh, what was it? What was the thing that I saw so many people waffling about on Twitter? I know there was something else. Because some people were losing their minds. I was reading something saying, oh yeah, no, group, no doubt. People loved the Elden Ring DLC. Or well, Black Myth Wukong. That's what you were talking about. People loved Black Myth Wukong. Absolutely. But from what I've heard, there's another contingent of people who it's like, the gameplay was repetitive. The story wasn't that great. You know, they get more nitpicky with it. So, to the general audiences that played it, yes, it was phenomenal. But then you have those people who are a little bit more critical of games. And then, of course, you have game critics. So, let's be real. The 81 score isn't really that big of a deal. Because these are game journalists that's playing this. And game journalists wouldn't be able to open a door if you had 7 signs pointing at the knob saying, turn me to open.
As a former game journalist, that is 100% true. We will always push on the pull door.
The freaking... When we've had such beautiful things like the rating for Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, 7 out of 10 because there's too much water. When we've had things like that, Cuphead moment, oh my gosh, yeah. Dude, the Cuphead one is funny too. I couldn't even get out of the tutorial because Cuphead was a bad game. No, you couldn't get out of the tutorial because you're legitimately medically retarded. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Cuphead was not a game made for me.
Well, and that's fine. Not every game is made for everyone, and that's not the point.
My youngest sibling sat and beat Cuphead using one hand.
Dude, I beat Cuphead too. It was a phenomenal game. I loved it. It's not a matter of...
Turns out I'm just really bad at those kinds of games.
Well, and it's also... I guarantee you could make it through the tutorial level of Cuphead.
Oh, yeah.
There was... I'm not joking. We can go and find it. There was a thing back when Cuphead first released of a game journalist who could not get out of the tutorial level. Because despite the game telling him, jump and dash, he didn't jump and dash. And so he said the game was bad because he couldn't get over this ledge. That is
Okay,
a
listen.
real article from a real game journalist.
I may suck at games, but not that much.
There was another game journalist that gave Elden
I
Ring.
haven't played Skyrim in forever, Ian.
There was another game journalist for Elden Ring who walks out, sees White Mask Vare, or Vare, I think it's Vare, talking to him, and decides to attack him, and then gets upset
like I did?
when the NPC kills him over and over and over again after he attacked the NPC. Yeah, but again, you didn't sit there and whine and cry and bitch about you having consequences for your actions. And I did tell you, I'm like, don't attack that guy. And you're like, I'm going to attack him. And then you died multiple times as a result. And you're like, I deserve this.
Okay, yeah.
See,
I don't think I ever finished Skyrim on stream. I made it pretty far in Skyrim on stream, but once again, it was one of those things where I was like, just off the cuff, like, I don't know what I'm playing. I'm going to stream Skyrim. However, if you guys, once again, ever find my old channel that has my face in it, I did finish Skyrim on stream. But you should never find it, so I am safe.
You know, you constantly reminding people that it exists it will exponentially increase the chance that somebody finds it. You should just never mention it again, and then it will die.
I don't care. Hey, if you want to go through the trouble of digging through old Twitch logs, go ahead. That's your discretion, not mine.
But anyway, yeah, I can't remember what the other controversy for the Game Awards was. Don't tell him, I'm still gathering data.
Go ahead. Swap my house.
Just listen to him breadcrumb data over years. You're eventually like, I found it. I've triangulated. No,
I'd be willing to reveal my face for 1 million subs.
I think, what's up? What's up, Alex? I think the other thing that I was reading was how Jeff Keighley, the guy who runs it, it's not that he wanted Elden Ring nominated over Stellar Blade or... Okay, Mike, please don't just cut out on me. You know, all these other games that came out this year. It's not that he doesn't want them to win. It's that he doesn't really care how everything is run. So if people liked DLC more than in other whole games, then he's just going to let that one get in. Which I think is reasonable, because I'll be honest, I don't think... From what I've heard, I don't think Stellar Blade, and there was another one people kept complaining about. It wasn't Space Marine.
Oh, Space Marine did really well.
People loved Space Marine. I don't think it was necessarily in Game of the Year conversation, but there was definitely another game along with Stellar Blade where people were saying, no, that should have been in for Game of the Year, and I've seen a lot of people countering, no, those were solid games, but they need a big step up. They need to be improved before they can be really in the Game of the Year conversation. He really said, screw you, my company, my rules. Even then, I don't even necessarily think it's that. I think it's more so, like, he just looks at it and... Well, somebody looks at it and they're like, hey, Jeff, this Elden Ring DLC, it seemed to be really popular. Do you want us to put it in over other games, or should we put those other games in just because they're full games and not DLC? And he was just like, I don't care. Do whatever you want. And they're like, all right, sweet, Elden Ring DLC. It's more popular. Did it Goat Simulator Remastered come out in time for the Game Awards? I think that came out last year.
I've never played Simulator.
Oh, no, Goat Simulator Remastered just released. No, it's way too late. I thought you were saying Goat Sim 3. No, Goat Sim Remastered just released like a week ago. A little more than a week ago, November 7th. So yeah, no, it definitely it didn't make the cutoff. What's even the point though?
Of playing Goat Sim, there is no point.
Well, no, not of playing Goat Sim, because Goat Sim is fairly entertaining and pretty funny. What's the point of remastering it?
That one I think was to bring it to the newer gen consoles.
Maybe. Eh. But yeah, it wouldn't.
That OG Goat Simulator released on the 360.
Has it really been that long? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I won't stream Goat Sim Remastered. I won't buy Goat Sim Remastered, but I think, hold on, give me a moment. Never mind, I do not have Goat Sim. What did I have Goat Sim on? I definitely had it. Why do I have the Goat Simulator development kit? Oh, okay, there we go, Goat Sim. I do have Goat Sim. Last time I played it was 2018. Oh, that's funny. It's in my favorites from when I played it in 2018. You can go ahead and remove that from favorites. That's fine. We don't play that anymore. But you know what, group? That's the right answer. Make more money. That absolutely is the right answer. But no, I don't think Goat Sim Remastered belongs in any sort of Game of the Year conversation. It doesn't belong within a freaking... It doesn't belong in the same zip code as Game of the Year. No offense to my Goat Simulator fans, but it's not exactly, you know, a remarkable product. It's a meme game, let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely. But it's a fun meme game, so give it credit there, but at the same time it's still a meme.
Oh, yeah, no lie. I put my fair share of time into it. Let's see. Haven't played since 2018. I had 8 hours. Not that much, but you know, it was enjoyable. But why is that in my Steam? Okay. Anyway, to get back on track, we'll go ahead and move past the controversy because there was I remember seeing more people complaining, but it probably, in all honesty, was just Twitter people being like, "Man, my game didn't get Game of the Year. It's bad. No, like it. It sucks." That's probably what it was. But
yeah,
notable snubs. So if we pull up a list that came out this year, there's not really any that I think... Hold on. I can't type and talk at the same time because I'm legitimately retarded and I'm not joking. So... I still managed to type. Okay. Games that came out this year. Here we go. Uh, there's really nothing on here that I think. Dragon's Dogma 2. I think that's the other one people were saying was snubbed for a Game of the Year nomination. There's not really anything else that I'm looking at that I could say, yeah, that should have been in the conversation for Game of the Year. Is there a lot of great games that came out this year? Absolutely. I think this is a pretty decent year for gaming, but also at the same time, looking at all these, there's not really one that stands out like, yeah, this could compete with the Game of the Year candidates. You know, he said it. He said the full word. Once again, I'm referring to myself because I'm autistic. Let's see. Prince of Persia, I think, was a pretty good game, but it just didn't get traction. Let's see. Stalker 2, I think, will be pretty good, but it hasn't come out yet, so I think it comes out tomorrow. So it'll be probably in the running next year if it's good. If it's good.
Yeah. If it holds up. If it doesn't, well.
Right. Can I get a full list of video games that released this year, please? It's just giving me ones that released, like... Whoa! Okay, I didn't know that Metacritic's freaking list was gonna go back to the freaking 1970s. That's not what I wanted. Only 2024, please, Metacritic. Thank you. Still 715 pages, dude. Okay, I really don't want to... no. I just want to list. Okay, Turnip Boy robs a bank. Another Code. Last of Us Part 2 remastered. That's stupid and pointless. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy. That's the only one I mentioned last week that did not get any sort of. Why is there not an MMO nominated in the best ongoing game category? I don't know. It's they like to give that to live service games. I don't know how Stardew didn't get a nomination.
The problem with Stardew is the fact that because it's such an indie game and it's so popular as just an indie game, it's never going to get any traction outside of the year it came out, and it didn't even get much traction then.
Okay, here's my big snub that I did not see on any of the things. Persona 3 Reload. Completely absent. I know Metaphor ReFantazio kind of stole a lot of its thunder because it was a completely new game rather than just a remaster, but that's still surprising that Persona 3 Reload was not in any sort of conversation. That's shocking to me. Let's see. Sons of the Forest. March. Outlast Trials. WWE, Unicorn Alone in the Dark, Dragon's Dogma 2, Rise of the Ronin, Princess Peach Showtime. That did get a mention. Nothing too notable. Another Crab's Treasure. That's another one. That's another big one that I don't know how it didn't get any sort of nomination. That's mind-blowing to me. Okay, Hades 2 didn't get one.
Oh, okay, that one's a little weird.
That's shocking. A lot of remasters, a lot of things. Nine Souls. That's another one I've heard a lot of people saying it's in the same vein as Hollow Knight, and people were saying that should have been Indie Game of the Year. Okay, Dark and Darker still wakes the deep. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Persona just released too soon with too small a splash to still be in people's active memory. That's probably the case. Since it was
Yeah.
released so early, it just
That's
it
another
didn't
big
have steam.
problem.
Yeah, it definitely it favors recent games. Now, granted, Shadow of the
It
Erdtree, June. Uh, Black Myth
it
Wukong,
definitely favors what is it? There's a term for it. It's the
recency
middle of the
bias.
year game.
Oh, I the like summertime for a movie, it would
Yeah.
be a blockbuster release. Like,
Yeah. It favors it's but they've also always favored those.
right. It does get a little irritating though when there's some legitimately solid games, especially earlier in the year. Let's see. Yeah, Astrobot September. Star Wars Outlaws was also in August. I know that wasn't Game of the Year nominated, but oh, dude, huge snub was Concord. How did Concord not make it in? Concord easily should have been Game of the Year.
Oh yeah. Uh,
I say that with the most incredible amount of sarcasm that I could ever emphasize. That game
yeah.
doesn't exist anymore.
Wait, has it already?
Dude, they pulled the plug on it a month after it released. Because it released to 600 players, and by the time they pulled the plug on it, there was like 15 active. They should put Silksong in as an option just to troll people. Oh, man.
That would have been really.
Fingers crossed we actually get something. I'm not one of the people that copes like, oh, there's definitely gonna be Silksong news this time, but I definitely I'm like, come on, man, I want more Hollow Knight. Planet Coaster 2, Mario and Luigi Brothership. This is all November games. These didn't have enough time to get in the conversation. What's coming
Yeah.
out in December? Marvel Rivals? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Interesting. Interesting. 2025 releases. Let's see. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Interesting. Civ 7. Kingdom Comes Deliverance 2. Assassin's Creed Disappointing. Avowed. Ooh, we've been waiting for Avowed for a while. That'll be interesting. Let's see. Wait, Borderlands 4 is launching next year, confirmed?
That's a surprise.
How have they not done anything to like do a trailer or something? They will not release
I don't.
Silksong until they run out of money again, which is going to be a really long time. See, I don't know what the deal is with Silksong. I don't know if it's a case of we started this project, we got partway through it, we didn't like the way it was going, so we scrapped it and started over again, or what was the Yandere dev? If it was kind of like Yandere Simulator, where it was just like, oh yeah, the game's almost done. Oh wait, but what if we added this cool thing? And then let's rewind and, do that ad nauseum for 5 years. I know it's only been like 2 or 3 years since Silksong was announced, but
Yeah. It, man, that's just one of those, like, it's, I love indie developers, but we see it with Stardew as well. It's
see,
where it's like,
but Concerned Ape provides consistent updates. You know, and by that I don't mean he updates the game all the time. I mean he says, "Hey, I'm working on this," or "Hey, this is what we're doing. This is where we are. This is what's going to happen." Silksong is frustrating because they announced the game 3 years ago. They said it'll come out next year. We're ready to go. Hollow Knight sequel, awesome. Everybody gets hyped. Nothing. Then there's more nothing and more nothing and more nothing. And now every single event that comes up, whether it's a Nintendo Direct, whether it's a Sony State of Play, whether it's an Inside Xbox or whatever the Xbox one is called, or something like this, like the Game Awards.
everyone's like, oh my
Everyone's
god.
like, oh, it's definitely this time. We're definitely getting Silksong now. Absolutely. All these people in their freaking straight jackets, like, foaming at the mouth, like, definitely Silksong. We're getting Silksong news. Like, they're losing their minds. And, I don't know. I'm currently of the opinion that the game is not coming out. There is no Silksong. Not that the game doesn't exist, because the game definitely exists. We've seen gameplay trailers for it back when they announced it. So the game exists, but I don't think it's coming out. I really don't. I don't have my hopes up. Would I love...
One of those pipe dreams?
Is it
Developer pipe dreams?
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if it's a pipe dream or... Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's development hell. I don't know if they are just waiting, like Group said, till they don't have any money. You know, I don't know what the deal is. But is there always that thing in the back of my head like, oh, well, it'd be cool if we saw Silksong today? Yes, of course. But at the same time, I also... Every single time I go into one of these events and I see Silksong trending on Twitter and all these people losing their minds like, this is it! It's definitely time for them to announce Silksong! I'm like, man, you guys gotta find something else to get excited about because you're just gonna end up disappointed again. Tales of the Shire, what's that?
It's like, it's Stardew Valley, but
oh yeah, that's right. I remember that Lord of the Rings Stardew Valley. Is Stalker 2 basically Dying Light and Fallout? No. It is neither of those things, as a matter of fact. I'd closer equate it to Metro. I mean, Stalker 2 isn't out, so nobody's played it. But after playing the first Stalker, yeah, you deal with like mutant creatures, and it is post-apocalyptic, so you're always going to get comparisons to Fallout. But it is not nearly as fantastical as Fallout. It's more grounded. It's brutal. It's, you know. I do really enjoy Stalker. It just didn't seem to be a great stream game because nobody really cared.
oh,
Nobody was watching me play it. I'll get like a couple of people in Borderlands and a lot of people watch me play Dark Souls, but then I would play Stalker and it'd be like 3 views. I'm like, all right, maybe this is not a game for stream. Atomfall? That one sounds familiar. I don't remember what it is.
yes. No, I will probably not play The Witcher 3 because I do not own The Witcher 3.
Look up daily Silksong news. I also don't own The Witcher 3. Daily news. Day 1276. News? No. Day 1403. News? No. Oh my gosh, is it a Twitter page called Daily Silksong News? Give it up for day 1404, everybody. Day 1404. No, Ian, I have too many games that I've already purchased that I need to play. I'm not buying Witcher 3. $1404. 1,404 days since the Silksong announcement. We've got nothing. Oh yeah, is it NME? I don't even know what this news site is. Hollow Knight Silksong has confirmed its day one Xbox Game Pass release. When did this article come out?
5 years ago.
Well, it wouldn't be 5 years ago because the Silksong announcement wasn't 5 years ago. No, I don't want to play The Witcher 3. June 2022. 2 years ago. Oh my gosh. Extra Life. New gameplay footage playable on Game Pass and releases soon. 2022. Oh boy. Poor Silksong fans.
It'll never come.
Nope, probably won't. Probably won't. Unfortunately. No, Ian, I'm not. I really don't care about the Witcher series. I'm going to be 100% honest. It has never interested me. It is literally just RPG with porn elements. Why would I care about that? Like, I get it. You know, it's its own RPG and oh, there's monsters and oh, stuff like that. But when half the appeal of the freaking game is just sleeping with different women, I really don't care. I have no interest in The Witcher. Compared to the heat death of the universe, it's gonna be kind of long till it comes out. Oh boy. Jeez Louise.
What else is there to talk
Ian,
about?
you're not talking me into playing The Witcher. You're just talking me out of it. You're already giving evidence as to why YouTube would demonetize my channel for playing the game. If there's
You can turn off the sex elements.
Whole woman's ass right in the opening sequence of the game. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, $40. No. I already got a laundry list of games that I need to play. I got a lot more games that I intend to play, and I'm not adding another one to the list, especially one I'm not really that interested in. For example, like both Surge games, I need to play the Surge 1 and 2.
All the Final Fantasies.
I don't think so. I still need to stream Supermarket Sim.
and I haven't
Well,
bought trading card sim, TCG shop sim yet. That's another one I need to stream.
you know,
You know, I got plenty. I got plenty to stream. So I need to go back and finish my freaking Emerald Nuzlocke. And I'm so close to done with you, man. You're pushing it. I've already warned you numerous times over months at this point about all the sex stuff, and I'm like, you're right on the line. You need to stop. Yeah, I'll be playing the Surge this week, group. Probably Friday. What am I playing tomorrow? I don't remember. I thought I had a plan, but I have forgotten. Oh, I think I might be playing Rain World tomorrow. Or was it Surge tomorrow, Rain World Friday? I don't care. I'll figure it out later.
I'll figure it out later.
But yeah, speaking of, I just bought Rain World. That's another game I need to play.
What's Rain World?
I still need to play Phoenix Wright. I don't know too much about Rain World. I know specifically Group and Gore were both like, get Rain World. Get Rain World. You'll like it. Get Rain World. I'm like, and then it went on sale, and I was like, okay, you know what? Fine, I'll get Rain World.
Let me look it up. Rain World.
Rain World
Is
is
it the
pain
one
and
with the...
suffering and amazing.
Oh, I know what this game is. Oh.
It's not a great
This
reaction.
is like Limbo mixed with Super Meat Boy.
Okay. Yeah, I really want to get both Nine Souls and Bow Path of the Teal Lotus. Both very like Metroidvania, Hollow Knight-esque games. I still want Space Marine 2, but it's full price. I don't want to pay that.
Yeah. You know what I want? I can't remember the name of the game, but you can like time travel and go into medieval battles with shotguns. What game is that?
I have no idea. Dead Estate. Why did I save this game? Oh, it's the roguelike. That's right. I think I saw somebody else play this. I have no idea. But anyways, well, it sounds like Eli is a tired, and I am also a tired, even though I'm not really.
I went to bed at 7 this morning.
What is wrong with you?
And I woke up at 9.
You didn't go to bed. You had a nap.
Yep.
Freaking moron.
We live for naps in this house.
See, yeah, Group Gore really wants me to. He was like, "Let me play it with you, so I can show you how to do it." I'm like, "Okay, probably not. Like, let's not do that. I think I just want to play it, man. I'll figure it out." And he's like, "Well, no, I don't want you to drop the game." I'm like, "I'm not gonna drop the game. I play the Dark Souls games. I'm a masochist."
Yeah, we know you are.
I love. Have you seen the video of it's the chick who's like,
How did I just get a achievement on Xbox? I don't even have the Xbox app open.
I don't know. Apparently, you're just that good.
Best gamer ever sitting in the call.
But have you seen the video of the chick who's like, it's like, if you like this game, try this game. And
Yes.
she's doing a couple of them, and then she's like, if you like Dark Souls, try hiring a dominatrix. It's like, wow, they're not that hard. Come on, man. I'm not in pain when I'm playing Dark Souls. I'm in pain when I'm playing Halo multiplayer. Or
we should play
Legendary.
the finals together.
Dude, I want to. If it would freaking work on my computer, I'll start looking at that. I'll start working on that.
I would still love to go do Halo 2 Legendary with you, because we've done Halo CE. We need to do Halo 2, 3...
It's why... It's hurt. Well, and I can't right now, because I'd have to uninstall everything on my computer to fit Master Chief Collection. Because it's freaking 9 billion gigabytes. See, group, I paid for the game now, though. I paid for Rain World. I'm not going to just drop it. Unless I play it for a 3-hour stream, and it's legitimately not fun to me. Because there's a difference between hard and not fun. Because I've played plenty of games that are difficult that I enjoy. Then there are plenty of games that are not that hard that aren't fun, so they frustrate me. What times am I streaming? Noon tomorrow. Are we doing Stardew on Thursday?
Oh shit, yeah, we need to get back into that.
I was gonna say, we missed last week because I went to a hockey game.
And we didn't do it the week before. We ended up doing something else, I think.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, I don't feel like playing Stardew. I don't remember what we played.
Well, actually, we didn't even end up streaming because there was a miscommunication in our group chat.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We just ended up playing video games off stream. Yes, EST noon.
We base everything off of EST because we both live in EST, sadly.
Sadly.
I much prefer JST.
Jerkin Standard Time?
Oh, yeah.
I solely base everything on my day around the times whenever I do the 5-finger shuffle.
The what?
The 5-finger shuffle. You never heard that term?
No, I haven't.
What
Can
about-
you explain it to me?
What about knick-knack and the paddywhack?
Nope.
How about badgering the witness?
You use that one quite a lot at D&D, so yes, I have heard that one.
That one's my favorite. How about going on a date with Mary and her 5 sisters?
I've heard that one before.
Dude, if you were Polish, if you're from Poland, you could call it a Polish pole polishing.
And I thought we weren't being sexual.
Here we are making a bunch of euphemisms for. See, I think there's a difference between doing it for humor and actual just like bare ass on screen. I think there's a huge difference.
Why would you want to see a bear's ass?
I don't know. Churning your own butter, yeah, that's another one. I can't get over badgering the witness. Ever since I've heard that, that's been the funniest euphemism. It's so stupid, but it's so funny to me.
Actually, you know what else is interesting that I just found out recently?
What?
You know the phrase, if I had a nickel.
Yeah.
When I say I have a nickel, what's the first thing your brain goes to? If I had a nickel for.
If I had a nickel for every time that I did this thing, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Phineas and Ferb
Hijacked an idiom. Yep.
I read that today and was like, that's really funny. And it's been used in other media now.
Yeah. Well, dude, the thing is, I think it's an infinitely more useful idiom, because the other one was just, oh, this thing happens a lot. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd be rich. You know, it was just, this thing happens a lot. But I've had so many more instances where it's like, if I had a nickel for every time that, you know, I'm trying to think. I did it at work the other day. What was it? I can't remember. But yeah, if I had a nickel for every time this random, totally inconsequential but also very rare event happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Weird that it happened twice.
It's so funny. It's such a great
Group. That is me to a T. You know what else is funny? What? Silence.
Yeah, the deafening silence there for a second.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Phineas and Ferb is a great show, man. It's funny. So I was talking about it on stream the other day. Let's see, the other day. It was yesterday. We were talking about movies. I was like, I'm not exactly a movie buff, but we were discussing some different movies. I said my favorite movie of all time is probably The Untouchables.
Okay.
I love that movie. Now, granted, I separate comedies from most other movies, from pretty much any other kind of movie, because I watch so many comedies, and there's so many comedies that I love, and I don't know if I could pick one over the other. You know, because there's Airplane, there's Top Secret, which is like Airplane, but it's a spy movie. Both of those are phenomenal. I love those. Naked Gun, hilarious movie. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, awesome. Spaceballs, fantastic. Robin Hood Men in Tights, also amazing. There's just like one after another when it comes to comedy movies that I could name that legitimately have me in tears laughing whenever I watch them, because they're just incredible movies. There's also 2 that I never hear people talking about, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and Johnny Dangerously. Both of those are phenomenal movies that nobody knows about. I've never heard anybody bring those up when it comes to comedy movies. But generally, to just go back outside of comedy movies, Untouchables and Tombstone are probably my 2 favorite movies. Tombstone is just... Oh... Tombstone is the best.
I have a really hard time deciding a favorite movie, just because I did so much research and like learning about movies in high school that it was like, this isn't fun to me anymore.
Right. Well, and that's what I was talking, because I was kind of I was saying it doesn't feel like it was yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was when I was playing Dark Souls, I think on Sunday. Did I stream Sunday? I can't remember. Whatever.
Dude,
I'm an old man. My memory's shot. But I... Sorry. That was stupid. But, yeah, it was just talking about different movies, and I kind of got off on a tangent where I'm like, you know, there's a lot of movies that are marketed as kids' movies. I don't remember who it was, but somebody brought up E.T., and I was like, oh yeah, E.T. is a kid's movie. Actually, it might have been Ian. Ian, you might have been the one to bring up E.T. Oh no, it was yesterday, because I was playing Borderlands. Okay, whatever. time is a circle. I don't know anything. But yeah, and I was like, there's actually a lot of phenomenal kids movies now that I think of it, or at least movies that were marketed to kids. Like, have you gone back and watched Rango?
Dude.
Rango is so good. It is awesome. I remember liking it when I watched it as a kid, and I watched it again as an adult. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this movie is awesome. This is like,
it's like Wall-E.
See, I enjoy Wall-E, but it's distinctly on that line of definitely a kid's movie. Rango is the kind of thing where I watch it and I'm like, was this movie really for kids? Because
it was not.
It was not. Like, there was things that I did not pick up when I was younger when I watched it.
But like a serious moment in Rango, like, gets me every time when he holds up the gun to the snake. And he's like,
takes one bullet.
One bullet.
You ain't got the nerve.
Nerve. Try me.
Well, yeah, because earlier on he's shaking.
Yeah.
When he holds the gun up and he can't do it. And then it happens the second time. Try me. And you can see the look in the snake's eyes. Especially
he's serious.
The remark he made earlier was, you ain't got killer's eyes, boy. And when he sees him the second time, he's like, oh, he's got killer's eyes. I tip my hat to you. One outlaw to another.
One legend to another.
One legend to another, that's right.
The other funny scene that I just laugh at every single time is when the moles pop up in the middle of the town and Rango's like, yeah, you just need a mining permit.
Yeah.
Because that's my humor to a T.
I also love the one I saw it the other day, it struck me as funny when I watched it, but I thought it was even funnier when it gets cut off. When the lizard and the lizard chick, well, I forgot her name.
I don't Eliza?
Something like that, yeah. And the other character, the other woman are insulting each other like harlot, floozy. You know, they're going back and forth, and the kid walks up to Rango and is like, hi, mister! And Rango just pulls out his gun and puts it in the kid's. I just watched that clip. It cut, like, he pulls out his gun and it cuts off right as he pulls it out and points it at the kid. And it had me dying laughing the other day. So, like, that is such a perfect cut right there. Oh, man.
Also, the best... I will say this up and down. One of the best parts is he goes through, like, half the movie just as a lizard in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes no sense.
Oh, man. Yeah. But there's other movies I've gone... It's like that era of movie, man. Like, 2007 to 2015?
Like 2013. I'd say 2013 because
Probably.
2015 is when you start getting into all the superhero movies.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, let's be real. 2008 started the superhero movies with Iron Man, but they did really explode in 2011 was when they exploded. But
yeah,
I'm talking specifically kids movies because you had things like Kung Fu Panda, Megamind, Rango. You had just banger after banger after banger. And I've gone back and watched some of these movies that I know I liked as a kid. And I've watched them again and I'm like, you know what? These still hold up. These are still great movies.
Yeah, man.
Dude, Megamind is hilarious. Megamind is so funny. I can tell watching that movie, I'm like, that absolutely had a huge influence on my humor. Just because...
That is also a movie, that we've talked about this on the podcast, where the writers had a single joke in mind.
Right.
Or a single scene, and they wrote an entire movie around it. Because it's absolutely when Megamind shows up as the hero.
Right.
And
Well, and that's the thing that irritates me now. And I think I will continue over and over and over. I will pound the gavel saying that it was Marvel that ruined cinema overall. Don't get me wrong. I like a lot of the Marvel movies. I can appreciate a number of them. But Marvel, for some reason, everybody who makes any movie nowadays that's got any level of comedy, like comedy action kind of thing, they can't balance them. Because you watch Megamind, there's comedy all over the place. That's what people will remember about the movie. But then there's also points like when Metro Man, quote unquote, dies. And it's he won.
super
He
serious.
Won. I won? And yeah. Like there's hints of comedy there, but it's showing the levity of the situation. You had like when Minion almost died and things like that, which I feel so bad for Megamind 2 when literally in the same year or the next year freaking Despicable Me came out and Minion became replaced with that. Which, don't get me wrong, I think Despicable Me was really good too. I think it falls into that category.
The original Despicable Me was fantastic.
It's great. The only problem with it is now the franchise is being beat to death with you had what, 4 Despicable Me's and 2 Minions movies? That's way too much. That's way too 6 movies for that franchise. I'll admit, second Despicable Me, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I haven't seen any of the others.
The first Minions movie was pretty funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. It got to the point where I was just like, okay, this is a little oversaturated. I'm not really interested in this anymore. But I mean, another example, they're making another Shrek movie. They're making Shrek 5 a decade after Shrek 4.
Yep. Okay, the Puss in Boots movie, fantastic.
I still need to watch Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. I still need to watch it.
Even if you don't enjoy it, enjoy the, because it's a lot of humor in that movie as well, but if...
Again...
There is, the character writing in it is fantastic.
Again, humor and seriousness can exist in the same movie. I will absolutely continue to point to Marvel, because look at 10 years ago. Look at Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 perfectly balanced serious with funny. You have so many movies, pretty much every example that I've given. Megamind, Kung Fu Panda, Despicable Me, all of these balanced comedy with seriousness. Go all the way back to the original Shrek. Shrek did it too.
Yeah.
All of these movies for ages were able to strike a good balance between comedy and serious until Marvel exploded, and now everything tries to break up serious moments with some ha LOL, rolling on the floor laughing out loud. Isn't that funny? Huh? I got you. That's a real knee slapper. They can't just let moments breathe. If Borderlands 2 came out now, Roland would have been shot in the chest and then they would have teleported and it would have been like, whoa, that was awkward. No, shut up! Gosh! And, I mean, even in that kind of aspect, looking at Borderlands as a franchise, Borderlands 2, Jack did so well as a character because when he kills Bloodwing, he mocks you. He does I was going to do this bit where I pulled out the violin. Blake, where's the bloody violin? And then he pulls it out and he plays a little thing. He's like, He's like, all right, it would have been funnier if I had it at the moment. Shut up. In a moment where anybody who played the first Borderlands game, and especially anybody who played as Mordecai, is going to be like, no, not Bloodwing, they're going to be torn apart. He also, when he kills Roland, he doesn't immediately go back to harassing you. He starts off with a, you see, bandit, I told you. Like, basically throwing it in your face. Not in the same way that he does with Bloodwing, where he's mocking you. It's more like, you know, he is more serious in tone. Borderlands 3 tries to do the same thing when the twins mock you after killing
Maya.
Spoiler. Oh, well, yeah, cool.
I don't care.
I'm sure Borderlands 3 is like years old now, but anyways, yeah, after they kill Maya and they're like, oh, we killed Maya, we did a web show because we killed Maya, it's not written as well, and it doesn't come off the same. It's not the kind of like, oh my gosh, you've pissed me off, I want to kill you now because you killed Bloodwing. In Borderlands 3, it's like, oh my gosh, I want to kill you because that will make you shut up because you're so freaking annoying. I can't stand listening to you. They tried to go for the same thing as Handsome Jack, and it didn't work. I think conceptually, the twins worked very well. I think one of the things they should have done more with the twins, that was in big parts because of Ava, though, not the twins. I mean, yes, Ava, I will also beat that to death, that Ava was a terrible character. Jack is making good on a threat the twins are insulting the player's intelligence. Exactly. The idea of them being, like, streamer internet personalities wasn't even a bad idea.
It was actually a really good idea.
That is a great idea that they just didn't execute on. I think
especially
the two of them,
a streamer being a villain, that is hysterical in today's society.
And there's an element of like, ha, we're mocking you, that would be perfect. Like, they could have done that so well. But I think one of the things they should have done is they should have had the two of them bicker more. There should have been more of like the sibling rivalry going on, where at some point we see them, you know, it builds up to them eventually like turning on each other and because like, not for one of them to turn good, mind you, to create two different bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that could have been interesting, and they could have framed it like a typical streamer beef. It could have been so funny. It could have been super meta. You know, like that would have been great. But they just didn't. I don't know. They didn't get. There's something missing, because I can't say it's not like Borderlands 1 with Commander Steel, where it's like, oh, whatever. Like, I'll be real. She doesn't do anything for me. She is like.
Borderlands 1, you played it more because it was like oh man, this is an interesting concept.
You
cool
played it
artwork.
for the gameplay. You 100% played it for the gameplay. The story was there, and it was it was a unique story at the time, but it obviously doesn't hold a candle to Borderlands 2. But the frustrating thing with Borderlands 3 for me is not that the story was just bad or anything like that. It was that it was so close to being good. It was never going to live up to Handsome Jack. Never.
No.
Absolutely not. It couldn't have done that. But it could have gone a different route and made something almost as good. Or as good as he was in a different way.
Different way. Yep.
And it just missed the mark. And I think that's so much more frustrating than when something just falls flat in its face. Because when something falls flat, you can make fun of it. When you look at things like, what was the game? Forspoken from last year. That was just a bad game. Or Dragon Age Veilguard. Bad game. Can make fun of it. Same with Concord. Like, those are great. because they're so bad that they're just punching bags. It's just something for you to sit there and beat with a stick over and over again. But when something was so close to being phenomenal, it's just missing. It's infuriating because it's like, come on, man, you could have been so much more.
You could have been so good.
The twins are missing nuance. Yes. They're very straightforward in your face. Jax made you guess at his actions the real him was hidden under a persona, and we as the players slowly peel the mask back. This is something that would have fit so incredibly well for the streamer concept. Yes, 100%. And there's so many ways they could have done the streamer concept better that it's disappointing. And it's not just that either. It's not just, oh, they had a great idea that they flopped on. They had a great idea. They had some decently set up characters. They just didn't flesh them out properly. And it's the same thing, Ava. The freaking girl, the child. She would have been fine if they had only included one deleted scene, which I don't know why they cut it, because that one little scene gives her so much character, it makes her sympathetic, it changes the way you look at it, but they cut that, and instead it looks like she's just indifferent about the fact that Maya died. Huh. But I could rant about that for a while, because it's bad story writing. I know you could rant about that for a while, too.
And maybe if I was a little bit more awake.
Possibly. But yeah, I think we're good. I think
Quote time?
It's probably quote time. If I had a quote.
I got one. From Franz Kafka. Start with what is right rather than what is acceptable.
Okay.
Very famous poet.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. Come on,
Gotta run, gotta find the quote.
You got a personal one? Oh, Ian's asking you if you'll stream Skyrim.
Maybe, I don't know. Depends. I've been kind of busy with life stuff right now.
Yeah.
So, it may be January time before I get back to normal streaming.
Think of the world's issues and problems so you are able to find solutions. Oh, that's a good one. Where's that from? You know what? I'm gonna pull out a Hail Mary since I can't find one. There's a fine line between not listening and not caring. I like to think I walk that line every day of my life. Church from RVB.
Okay.
I'll go with that
I
one.
accept it. My name is Michael J. Caboose, and I hate taxes.
Taxes. Wait, I thought it was I hate babies.
He says both.
Oh, okay. Oh boy, there's so many great quotes from Red vs. Blue.
Yeah. Yep, I guess that's another thing. Blast from the past that'll never come around.
Is all of Red vs. Blue on Prime? I have no idea. It's all on YouTube. Just go on YouTube. Don't get a streaming service. Just watch it on YouTube. But anyways, that's all we got for now. Well, I'll be back tomorrow, either playing The Surge or Rain World. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You know. But thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Catch you all tomorrow.
Tally ho.
Tally ho!